Hello all you beautiful people out there, what is going on? This is your friend Murdock coming at you fast with some more beast builds, and today we are going to be updating all of our old Marauder, ADC, carry decks, however you want to call these kind of heroes. You know, the carries, everybody calls them the carries, the ones that have a shit ton of auto attack, and the ones that are going to totally go through and kill everybody. So, I am including Serath in this one, by the way. Serath is usually played in offlane, but I still, she's still considered a carry, and I guess Wukong can technically be considered a carry, but I'm not going to go over his build in this video because I did make a recent build on him, so you can go check that out. But let's start with Serath. So all of these links will be in the description to my Epic Games deck builder page. You guys can go ahead and check that out. So I'm going to run through these very quickly because there's 7 builds to get through, and I want to get through them quick. So I'm just going to give you the highlights, guys. So with Serath, you're going to have a lot of early game damage with these wind carver blades, and that passive attack speed is going to help you out a lot. The Whirling Wand is going to give you even more attack speed. Serath scales very, very well with attack speed, so that's why you want to have some attack speed through the Whirling Wand, through the Wind Cover Blade, all that good stuff. And then you're going to move into, you having the Curse of the Leech with your lifesteal. You're going to have the Spear of the Rift Hunters over here for the damage, and you're going to have Blade of Agora for the crit bonus. So this is how it's going to be pretty much over. And I have the Sage's Siphon in here just in case I feel like jungling with her. Although I wouldn't really recommend jungling with her. And also, the Prime card is going to be Archmagus for each and every single one of these heroes that we go over today. So there we go. We're moving quick. Alright, we got Tool Blast, a.k.a. Twin Blast, a.k.a. Gay Blast, or whatever you want to fucking call him. I mean, I'm sure he likes men. I mean, even though he had that thing with Gadget, I think Gadget is bi, right? I mean, there's some actually really interesting lore with that. But anyway, let's okay, anyway, I'm going to get some hate in the comments for that, but it's true. Anyway, Madstone Gem, right there. This is what you're going to start off with. Piling on Madstone Gems is why Fury heroes are really, really good, because they get access to the cheapest card in the game with the biggest bang for its buck with all that damage. But you're not really going to build attack speed on Twin Blast as we move later on in the game, because he just does so much damage with his abilities that you're going to be alternating autos and abilities. You don't have to worry about attack speed. You're going to have Micro Nuke for some passive crit chance there in the beginning. And yeah, I do have a 6-point ward in the beginning in all of these decks, but I also end all of these decks with no wards, okay? 0 wards in the end game for these decks. Simply just because you want to maximize your damage output, and usually carries aren't expected to have wards anyway in upper level play. But wards in the beginning help a lot because it'll help you, contest river buffs and all that kind of stuff. So you're going to have these cards, these milestones, and the Micro Nuke for your early game. You're going to have Blink Shot instead of Blink. Blink Shot is nice to use, especially if, you blink in, you get a kill, you blink away. It's really nice for securing those kills and also for getting multi-kills. You guys can check out Imsko's past streams. He gets triple kills all the time using Blink Shot. It's pretty dope. I'm not expecting you guys to be the next Imsko, the next Peruvian powerhouse, as they call him. I think Shane called him that once, but Blink Shot's really nice to have on Fury heroes. Blade of Agora for damage and crit chance. You're going to have your Brand of the Iron Eater, this 12.1 for your lifesteal and more crit chance. You're going to have Spear of the Rift Hunter for some damage and crit chance, and a 10-point Micro Nuke and a 12-point Micro Nuke for damage and crit chance. You're going to end up being with about 60% crit chance. Most of these decks have about 60% crit chance. My Murdock deck, which I'll actually go into next, Murdock the Rock Johnson over here, actually has 64% crit because he has a bit slower fire rate, but about 60% is usually the best. Anywhere between 56 to 64% crit is pretty good unless you have a bunch of attack speed. So, with Murdock, The Rock Johnson, Madstone Gem, we have some passive consumables here. Again, Archmagus Prime card. You're going to have 3 Madstone Gems, and then your beginning ward. You're going to have Blink Shot. This is 5 points. Again, Blade of Agora for the full upgrade bonus. You guys are seeing a trend here. But with Murdock, we're going to edit it a little bit more. So this is for personal preference if you guys want. I need a bit more attack speed when it comes to Murdock, okay? I'm sorry. I cannot deal with his slow-ass fire rate, and I need a bit of attack speed. If this is too much attack speed, you could replace one of these major kinetics with one major cast and all that kind of stuff. But again, attack speed's really, really good on Murdock. We have Spear of the Rift Hunter here for the 12 points of total damage, again with major wound and 2 major casts. Spear of the Rift Hunter here with all casts just for more damage. And then, again, reviewing Brand of the Iron Eater for crit chance as well. So this is going to total up to about 64% crit chance. So you're going to end up having Brand of the Iron Eater, Spear of the Rift Hunter, Wind Cover Blade, Blink Shot, and Blade of Agora as all of your cards over here. So the common trend here in the late game items that I have with these cards and these heroes, for the most part, excluding Serath, It's 5 points from a blink charm or blink shot, 9 points from a Blade of Agora or some other equivalent item that gives you crit bonus, and then 10 points from another damaging item, and then 3 12-point cards. So it goes 5, 9, 10, which is 24, and then 12 times 3, which is 36. 60 points total, so you guys can check the math on that. Again, you can always go over these in the Epic Games card builder, except they're not in direct order, which is why I make these videos to kind of explain the decks in a bit better way. Okay, so here we go. We got Sparrow, Archmagus. She cannot use Madstone Gems because she is not Fury Affinity. Okay, she is Growth and Order. So we're going to have Health Potion, 2 strike tokens. The 2 strike tokens are going to act instead of your Madstone Gem in the beginning. So this is going to be your starting right here. Health Potion and 2 strikes. And Blink Charm, a regular Blink Charm, because again, she can't use Blink Shot because she's not Fury. So we're going to start off with these 2 Windcarver Blades, just pure damage. This is because Piercing Shot, not Piercing Shot. Piercing Shot is going to do a lot of damage. That's going to be your main damage dealer and finisher. In the early game, you're going to slot into that first. You're going to stack that first. It's just going to be a good amount of damage, and it's going to get those kills that you need when you're chasing enemies. So you're going to have these 2 Windcarver Blades. You're going to have an Adamant Edge and Sage's Ward. The reason I have this Adamant Edge is just for a bit more health, because Sparrow doesn't have much mobility. So having a bit more health on her could be really good. She also has to get kind of close range with her ult to make sure it works really well. So Sage's Ward right there, then you're going to have the Blink Charm next, and then you're going to have this active, it's called Hemorrhage. Hemorrhage is pretty cool, but I don't like using it on Twin Blast, because Twin Blast just does so much damage with his ability and stuff. He doesn't need the extra attack speed, but Sparrow greatly benefits from the attack speed. It helps with her stack building. It's going to give you lifesteal, it's going to give you attack speed, and the active is for 6 seconds you can gain 44 attack speed and plus 80 max movement speed, but take an additional 15% damage. So use this when you're in a team fight and you have good frontliners that are peeling for you. Use this to quickly gun someone down if you're chasing them, and you're chasing them, you have the max movement speed, so this helps when you're chasing somebody down. And later on, you're going to put in these more, attack speed bonuses, these upgrade cards, but this is going to be later on in the game because you're not going to get an upgrade bonus for Hemorrhage. So only when you want more attack speed can you put in another major kinetic in there. And then we have sort of the Altar this time, which is going to give us lifesteal. So we're going to put this in with 3 lesser drains, going to give us 10 lifesteal from this, the 100% crit bonus. Another reason why we have Hemorrhage, because it also gives us another 5 lifesteal. So it's going to give us 15% lifesteal, which is on par with all of these other decks. You don't need too much lifesteal. You just need enough to be able to survive stuff like Raptors and Orb Prime, and just give you a bit more time to kill somebody in a team fight. So we have that, and then for your end game damage cards, you're just going to stack Spear of the Rift Hunters. Again, you're going to have about 60, I believe. There's 24 in this one, 36% crit chance in that one, and 24 in this one. So that is 60% crit chance from these 3 Spear of the Rift Hunters. Again, you're going to have this 5-point Blink Charm. You're going to have a 9-point card. You're going to have a 10-point card, and you're going to have 1, 2, 3 12-point cards to total 60 CP. So that is the build for Sparrow. That is why I have it for Sparrow, who is still one of my favorite OG. She's super OG, but she's one of my favorite carries. She's the OG carry. Next to Murdock and Twin Blast, but I still find her like the carry, just straight up carry, all damaging abilities. She's crazy late game. Then we're going on to Revenant, Clint Beastwood. Right, we got the damage from the Archmagus. We got Health Potion. We got a bunch of strike tokens because we have some leftover cards here. In fact, if you want, you can get rid of a strike token and put another Madstone Gem in here, because building into a Madstone Gem on Revenant is pointless because the attack speed doesn't help him at all until you max out the attack speed, and nobody's going to max out attack speed on Revenant because that's not going to give you the highest amount of DPS for him. So Madstone Gems in this deck are pretty much glorified strike tokens. You're going to start off with a Health Potion, you're going to start off with a Madstone Gem, and that's about it. You're not going to really build into it. You're going to either get another Madstone Gem when you get another 2 points, or you're going to throw away the Madstone Gem and build into a Meltdown early on to give you some damage and some ability pen for your Q. Although this is for very early game, because later on your Q isn't going to need much ability pen. That's not going to be what you're focusing on. Your Obliterate, which is what I mean when I say your Q, your Obliterate ability. And you're not really going to be focusing on that. You're going to be focusing more on crit. But for your starter, you're going to have Meltdown, Sage's Ward, however many Madstone placeholders you want. But again, those are just placeholders. Blink Shot, as per usual, for a Fury carry. And then you're going to have your Blade of Agora with the 9 points right here. You're going to have the damage and the crit bonus once it's fully upgraded. Micro Nuke for some more damage and a little bit of crit chance. And then Spear of the Rift Hunters here for more damage, more crit chance, and Brand of the Iron Eater for all the crit chance you ever need, and some more lifesteal. So again, you max this out, it's going to give you 15% lifesteal, and in total, it's going to give you 28% crit chance right here. It's going to give you another 12, so that's 40. It's going to give you another 12, so that's 52, and it's going to give you another 4 from this micro nuke, so that's 56% crit chance. The reason it's not so high is because, again, Revenant, he mixes it up with his abilities often. So you want to use your shots, you want to use your Scar, you want to use your Obliterate. By the time you reload, you can use some more, but they should already be dead because Revenant he blows shit up if you stack plenty of damage into him, and that's exactly what we're doing. That's why we have so much damage into him, because he only gets 4 shots and then he has to reload, so you got to make sure those shots count. So we have Revenant, and now we are going into Yin Small Chin. Alright, Yin Small Chin. I just wanted to make it rhyme because I have Rukwang Big Wang. Anyway, again, Archmagus, Health Potion, Healer Token. You're going to start with Madstone Gems. Again, this is really nice because you get so much damage early on for these Madstone Gems, and full upgrade bonus attack speed. Attack speed is so good on Yin. It scales so well on Yin, honestly. Just as well as Serath, it seems, if not better now after Serath got nerfed all the way back. She's just so deadly with attack speed. It's crazy. You'd be cracking that whip in lightning speed. So 3 Madstone Gems and a Sage's Ward again for the early game help for your team because you don't want to be a dick. Then you have Blink Shot. 5-point blink shot here, again, because a Fury hero helps out a lot in getting those kills, and then you can run away with your Lash Kick or whatever you want to do, or your ultimate. You have Blade of Agora here with the crit chance bonus, the crit bonus, 100% crit bonus damage. And then you have Whirling Wand for your attack speed and your damage. This is your 10-point card. So attack speed, damage, really nice. Another Whirling Wand, another 12-point Whirling Wand for some more attack speed and damage. And then you're going to have a Spear of the Rift Hunter and Brand of the Iron Eater for your crit chance cards and your lifesteal cards. So you're going to end up with 28 from here, and you're going to end up with 24 from here. So you're going to have 52% crit chance. Only 52, not 60. But you're going to have a ton of attack speed with these Whirling Wands, and it's going to more than make up for it because Yin just does so much damage. So you want to make sure you're building a lot in the damage category and the attack speed category as well. So yeah, this deck does a really good amount of damage, for sure. Plus, another reason why I like Blink Shot, for those of you who don't know, is it actually gives you 6 power. So that's always nice to have on carries, just maximize your power. And last, but certainly very least, we have grim.exe, the walking trash can. Right now, he's probably in the worst spot out of all the carries. Unfortunately, he's just not played well. His kit is not utilized much right now because there's just so much CC and everywhere else you play. But he is a utility carry, and so he's going to do less damage than other carries, which is why nobody likes to play him. But he's going to have some cool abilities that you can use, like a slow and a displace, which not other carries, other carries don't have those kind of abilities. So we're going to do damage with the Sage's Ward. Again, he's also not a Fury hero, just like Sparrow and Serath. I was going to say Serath on accident, but it's true. And so he can't use Madstone Gems. So you're going to use your Sage's Ward. You're going to have Windcarver Blades for damage and attack speed. And Grim also benefits greatly from putting into attack speed, especially early, because his ability, his Suppressor Cannon, that lets you slow targets. It'll let you just put them to a complete stop because you can stack those slows, and they will just never run away from you if you're chasing them down, or if they're trying to, get to you as a melee hero, they won't be able to reach you just by swinging unless they use some sort of ability with their mana. So, again, Windcarver Blade, and Sage's War, those are going to be your 3 starters, and then you also have a bunch of strike tokens just because I ran out. I also put a dummy ward in this build just because I had the space to. But you guys can edit this all you want. Honestly, I don't know anybody who plays Grim right now and takes it seriously, and Grim has always been my least favorite carry anyway, so and hero probably, to be honest. Like, Grim is sick, he's cool looking, but I just never play him. So again, also I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the video, but I don't play carries too often, so take all these decks with a grain of salt, edit them to your liking, but I'm just throwing out ideas, and I'm just giving you the basic structure for how to build carry decks. But these are some ideas for you guys. So after the Windcarver Blade, you're going to build into the Blade of Agora again. You're going to have Thirstfang here for your lifesteal. This is your 10-point card. Of course, you're going to have the Blink Charm. Can never forget about the Blink Charm. If you're not a carry, if you're carrying and you don't have Blink Charm, unless your name is Serath, I don't know what you're doing with your life. So then you have your 3 12-point cards here with the Whirly Wand for a lot of attack speed, Spear of the Rift Hunter, and another Spear of the Rift Hunter. You want to build some damage. I mean, honestly, you can even put another damage instead of this attack speed on this Whirling Wand, but this is going to be all of your attack speed end game. So you know, having a good amount of attack speed is nice for sure with Grim, because he's kind of a machine gun. He just bursts it out. He just boom, 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 shoots it out. Because he pretty much doesn't have an ult unless he's trying to shoot somebody in the butt while they're running away or trying to engage somebody from afar. So, yeah, that's about it. That's about it for the walking trash can and for all of the carries. I went through the seven carries, right? There's 7 now. That's crazy, dude. Is there? Oh my god, that's insane. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, not including Wukong. But if you want to classify Wukong as a carry, then you can say 8. But yeah, people think of him more. I don't even know what people think of him as, like a frontliner, I guess you can call him a frontliner. Whatever. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. There was 7 goddamn decks in this fucking video. If you could drop a like, if you really did enjoy it, it will help me out a ton. And drop a comment and subscribe and all that good stuff. And as always, make sure I'll have a wonderful day.